Good evening. My name is Brightops,
And I'm Wuvvums.
and welcome back to Monster Prom. We're doing this again. Because, well...
I've really,
Oh, you go, you go.
uh, ooh, I'm fine with either.
Go with short. We'll go with a short one. And let's just skip this because we've done this before. And trying something a bit new. Brian. Oh, you got using Oz.
I got all the endings for the ladies.
Yeah, fair enough. It's nice to actually
I can do
nice to
this.
collect them.
Yes, the little, Polaroids are adorable.
Yep, yep. Alright, we're just gonna skip through just some of these stony ones because we've done it before. I'm pretty sure if anyone's watching this for Monster Palm reasons, they've probably seen those before. You get the chance to produce a movie. It's based on the most influential Russian novelists of the... Not sure which... I'm not entirely sure what Roman numeral that is.
I think that's 19.
19... yeah, that makes sense. In the 19th century, have gone nuts. They don't remember anything about last night, and now they can't find the manuscript of the brothers Karmerskva, Karamazov, or and Destroysky has to deliver it today. Two cool guys walking away from rad explosions, and they don't look at the explosions. They don't give a fuck about the explosions. They reflect on life and love, but it is super dope and kick-ass because they do so walking away from never-ending explosions. And something about superheroes, but with a love triangle between a beautiful yet somewhat relatable girl. Maybe she's always saying she's a mess. And two of the super hot superheroes, which are also like vampires or pirates or both. Instant hit.
I guess I'll take this first one.
Money. Yes. We are familiar with this one. I believe we've had this one come up before during a recording.
Yeah.
Because there's just something about the idea of Panther that just appeals to my soul. What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? The person is boring, the person's a coward, person lacks taste, person lacks manners, the person uses Internet Explorer, or the person is mediocre. Um... This one's a hard one for me because boring, boring. Actually, manners, honestly, out of all of them. It's either manners or Internet Explorer for me. Because I can forgive cowardice. I can forgive cowardice.
I can never.
But
Genie in a bottle.
ask it for whatever you want. What do you want? Wish for? See, not really a big
Er,
fan of confetti. Don't ask for anything. I drink the genie from the bottle. I can grant my own wishes. Let's see. Don't judge me.
I'll taste the rainbow.
But you can taste the rainbow. It's called rainbow ice cream. It is amazing.
I have no particular plan here other than maybe, like, Liam.
Sure.
Fair. Hang on. And it's doing that whole disconnect X thing. Yep, there we go. It's fixed itself. Hurrah. That day you spend some time on the library PCs, managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs and you keep only 2 money. You're hanging out with Polly afterwards, watching some porn like you do in the library, when you suddenly notice Miranda standing right behind you. Who knows how long she's been there?
Greetings, fellow classmates!
Hello, good friends. What are you doing? Am I gonna be all the lady voices again?
Nah, I'll try this one. Just, nothing! Nothing at all!
It does not seem to be nothing. That man seems to be kindly sharing his marmalade with a giant skunk. Explain this at once.
Well, it's simple, you know. It's really just a kind of... well... let's see. It's a cooking show. Yes, cooking. Or, well, you see, Miranda, when a man and a giant skunk love each other very, very much. You know what? Let's go with... oh, it worked out. 40 minutes and one elaborate explanation later.
So that's where babies come from. My word, I had no idea it involved so many condiments.
Yeah, well, that's the miracle of life for you. All about those condiments.
It seems like I still have so much to learn about the reproductive system, perhaps. The two of you could be my tutors.
I literally can't think of any reason why that would be a bad idea. Neither can you. From now on, Miranda's gonna pay you and Polly to watch porn with her. You gain 2 plus 2 money and plus 1 smarts.
All right.
Wow, you're a smart cookie, but not that creative. Now
This'll help me.
yeah, you're a bit more creative.
That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It'll be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. You're minding your own business, but you see Liam and Polly in the midst of what seems to be a very intense conversation. And God knows you never mind your own business for too long.
Liam, I'm out of ideas. I think we've done everything already. There are no new and exciting things to do. Ah, my dear Polly, who would have said that afterlife could be such an awful word? I think Arcade Fire said it already. Dang. No, Liam, don't give up. There's something super fun we haven't done yet. Like partying with a dead rider. Already done it. July of 1925. What about having a ski adventure on Death Mountain with a real hippo? Been there, done that, got the t-shirt and given the t-shirt to the hippo because Death Mountain is cold and hippos don't have fur. What about an orgy with our classmates as a bonding experience?
That's a thought. Wait, what?
Nah, I grew tired of orgies after the masquerades organised by Lord Tennier of Winstead House. Yeah, classic Polly mistake. Thinking orgies are always the answer. What about adopting a baby and raising it lovingly and responsibly until it becomes the best lawyer in the country?
No, push rewind. Go back to the orgy thing. The orgy thing was dope. You need to make them rethink the orgy thing. I thought the first one is just more like to set you on a path. Which I'm fine with either of these two, but try that. No, that was based off of creativity.
I thought that was smart, to be honest.
It's hard to decode some of these.
An intense chess tournament? That's great! I love intense chess tournaments. My mother was this Russian chess life senior master. Yeah, it's indeed quite a disruptive concept. I think we should take this orgy idea back into account. Orgy/intense chess tournament! Woohoo! But wait, Paulina, don't get too comfortable because you can never be too disruptive. Listen, what about an orgy/intense chess tournament that suddenly drops the orgy part entirely? The media won't ever see this coming. I highly doubt the media is going to cover this, Liam. Which makes your affirmation completely true. They won't ever see this coming at all. You could say I'm the master of disruption.
No, the orgy was the important part.
Come on, we have an intense chess tournament to plan. Fuck yeah, chess tournament, here we go.
Damn chess, the cockblock of sports. You lose. -2 fun. And -1 smarts.
Trade places with a challenge. Everyone chooses a part of their body. Say your choice out loud with the rest of the players before clicking.
Leggy.
Right hand. Yeah, we know you probably wouldn't eat another human being, but provided you're forced to do so, player order is decided based on which part of a person's body you would be most likely to eat.
The leg.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of meat.
A lot of meat, and let's face it, right hand is kind of bony.
Yeah.
I just love how we just sort of jumped on this with very little...
Debate.
All right.
Yeah.
I've been seeing in some playthroughs, like, people being able to, like, highlight that doorway and just leave.
Ah, yes, I know. I am familiar with the one you speak of. I believe in order to do that, you have to unlock pretty much all the secret endings except for one. There's just one left.
Oh.
Yeah.
You find Polly and Liam not eating as usual. You know, because they're undead.
You know, the food in this cafeteria really is atrocious. It's hardly even worthy of my Instagram. Haha, what? I don't even eat the food. See, this is exactly what I mean. We can do so much better than these subpar culinary abortions. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the two of us should have a cook-off? What? No. Did you say something? I'm not listening because I'm so psyched about this cook-off! At no point did I agree to. I've got a huge advantage though because I've cooked so many drugs. Oh, you think you've got the advantage, huh? I've been alive for centuries of culinary history. It's on.
The two of them dash into the kitchen, ignoring all rules of law, school, and common decency as they commence cooking. Two celebrity chef judges appear to critique the challengers. I think they're both equally horrible, says the cruel British judge. I think they're both equally marvelous, says the overly nice British judge. Both judges turn to you. What do you think, tiebreaker judge? Whose meal is truly the cat's pajamas?
Oh. Do you want to do this, or...?
Oh no, you're good.
Ha. In your face. Wolfgangs suck! That would be a better name for Scott. I'm not even a wolf. As a matter of fact, that would be a better name for you. Oh, what? Because I'm a vampire? Whoa, that would totally make sense. No, I just meant because you suck. Well, this sucker just wowed the judges with my blood hair. It's raw, organic, free-range blood, unethically sourced from a local terrified human. And that parsley, farm to table. Or rather, farm to blood. I threw it in the blood. I liked the color. Actually, it's well known that nobody knows what parsley tastes like.
It tastes like Sonic. And you probably never will because you're certainly not drinking any of that concoction. You tell Liam his prize for winning the cook-off is eating lunch alone with you. Slurp slurp.
Sure.
Alrighty.
Show me that money.
Hello, Valerie. Let's see, what can I... Ooh, I can afford this. Nice.
Later, Gator.
A fairy in a bottle. Just gotta love it. The good cause. All profits made are donated to a good cause. Spoiler alert, the good cause is buying me a new phone. Sweet. Challenge. Everyone chooses a historical figure. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
I guess I'll go with Jesus.
I'm gonna go with... I think Pope Innocent III's the one who called the crusade. Or at least one of them. There were
Both
a
going
few.
biblical here.
Yeah. Player order is decided based on who it would be the most terrible wingman at a bar. Ooh, this one's a tough one. Because I think Jesus would make a pretty good wingman.
He'd turn everything into wine.
Just, I mean, depends on how ethically you want to actually pick up chicks. Just, oh, she's just, oh, I'm just the sober driver. I'm just drinking water. Have you met my friend Jesus?
Let's see.
Whereas, let's face it, popes in general probably aren't good wingmen.
The new pope seems kind of cool, though. Well, the latest pope. There's not a new one right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that part of the whole thing of being a pope is that you don't really have that new person smell.
Nah, you don't. I'm a very bad Catholic.
I'm not a Catholic at all, which probably also makes me a very bad Catholic.
Sure.
Alrighty. To the Jime! That day...
Is that actually how they pronounce Jim?
No, it's a Simpson thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel like you could pronounce anything and I would be convinced that that's the Australian way of doing it.
Good God. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular anime comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Suddenly, you feel the cold embrace of a dagger at your throat. You recognize the blade. It's the Slayer. You close your eyes and prepare for the eternal sleep of death. It's about time.
The adventure must begin!
Prepare to give me a generous gift.
You open one eye and see the Slayer eyeing your bottled fairy. Teen Monster Vogue Prom magazine said bottled fairies are in this season. Who cares if you have to imprison a harmless creature of light? Fashion is more important than freedom!
You foolish mortal, I can't believe you're just wearing this thing. Bottled fairies are for adventurers. They give you important advice on winning boss fights, and they remind you that you're supposed to be doing, and they heal you once you fall in battle, restoring up to 6 hearts of health. Gimme the fairy.
Why not? The Slayer probably needs the fashion help more than you do. You hand over your bottled fairy. And she immediately pops open the bottle. Ooh, a fairy. It glows like the moon.
I'm Nora. Tell me about yourself.
Adventurer, the time has come for you to begin your journey. Oh, hell yes. Get ready, forces of evil and fuckery. Now I'll know. I'll always remember what I'm supposed to be doing. I wonder if I should try to pitch this higher. I am here to guide you as you fulfill your destiny of emotional maturity. Wait, what? My destiny is to bring death to all monsters. For it is I, Nora the fairy therapist. You can call me a therapist if that's easier. I'm a licensed social worker. No, you're supposed to be my sidekick while I kill monsters. You're totally in the wrong genre. Interesting. Now tell me, where do you think all of this anger is really coming from?
Unbelievable!
I'm angry at you. I'm on an adventure here and you're supposed to be helping a useless ball of fluff. Duh. But isn't self-discovery the greatest adventure of all?
Suddenly you hear a massive roar. A fearsome Lanelle is attacking. It's a half-horse, half-lion creature, and it's totally original to this game and has never been featured in any other famous game franchises. Uh-oh. Oh.
I don't have enough experience points to kill a Lionel by myself. Welcome to the team, Bright Ops.
The Slayer hands you her dagger. Looks like you've been drafted into a Lionel killing army of 2, so this is a pretty typical Tuesday for you.
Hey, listen. Lionel's come and go, but you should help your friend get to know herself a little better. Help her kill the Lionel inside herself.
Amazingly, you can actually be helpful in this situation, because you are secretly the most overpowered RPG class. Let's see, a compliment caster and a ranger, but like a ranger who's super nice and cares about your friends.
Is the first one just charm?
I'm not sure. Could
I don't know
be.
either. I mean, just because if you're not charming, then compliments won't work.
Alright, let's just... You know what, let's give it a shot. Compliment caster. Oh, it's smart.
Huh. I do not get any of these.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because it said, like, ranger who's, like, really friendly with people, so maybe that one's charm.
Oh.
As a compliment caster, you know that your skills work best when you stay back and buff the fighters on your team. You spend 15 mana casting a powerful compliment onto the Slayer, emphasizing her tenacity and sincerity, and how she's really become a part of the school's community, even though she wants to murder almost all her classmates because they're monsters.
Let's adventure together!
Wow, I don't know what to say. I mean, I guess.
Your compliment increased the Slayer's critical attack by 40%, and she has no problem stabbing the Lionel in its big dumb heart.
It's dead. We killed an innocent creature. I mean, a deadly monster. I'll dance on your grave, beast.
That was the last Lionel in existence. They're extinct now. Yay!
This is exactly what we needed.
Dancing is a powerful form of self-expression. While we're dancing on the creature's grave, why don't we inflict a bit on our emotions? Alright, I guess that's a good idea. Thanks for your help, Bright Ops. You can dance on the grave of this beast too if you want, but just this once.
Of course you want to. You're always down to dance near a corpse. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
All right.
I believe my husband is suffering. He wanted me to not do that voice so loud. Let's see. What am I gonna do with myself?
The library is currently occupied by a store.
That day while rehearsing for the class play, you weren't especially good nor inspired. For once it seems you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in a discussion, so you decide to convey it through music. You start singing, and suddenly everyone else joins you in on a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing, the people with whom you were arguing totally get your point and change their minds once the song is over. You gain 2 creativity. You see Liam staring at a cell phone, sighing deeply. Maybe one of his favorite bands signed to a mainstream record label, or the exact shirt he's wearing is featured on a magazine cover. You decide to
Greetings,
check
my
in with
friend.
him.
You know, Stout Kicker, that vile website where people crowdfund projects not good enough to get real investors.
Wow, thanks, Liam. Do you not know why you exist?
Well, today I found something of some interest. A time machine. I mean, it's clearly another terrible overpromise that will be released at least a decade after the due date. And in the end, it will be way shittier than promised, like a toaster attached to a clock.
A toaster attached to a clock. Genius. You discreetly write down the idea in your $1,000,000 notebook. Let's see if you can beat those guys to market.
But I was sighing deeply because I couldn't help but think. Supposing I were to acquire such a machine, I wonder, where in time would I go?
I have no... You know, I got this right before, answering the second one, but then I don't remember, last time what trait that was.
Yeah,
So...
I can't really help you here either. So just go with your heart.
I disliked that second one for being overly specific, which was why I chose it last time.
Ah, yes. I remember 1925's July 26th, 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. It was the dusk after old Ernest Hemingway's party. Me and the boys were celebrating at good old Pam... How do you pronounce that?
Booze.
Lona. Drinking cigara like it was water.
Yeah, that one's sangria, I think.
Sangria. They even prepared a special batch for me without those pesky little pieces of fruit. I almost never drink sangria because of those. Little pieces of fruit are the 8th thing I hate the most in my beverages. Right between floor cleaner and sentient milk that has controversial opinions on opera. When dawn was imminent, Ernest came to me and said, "Ah, Liam, the world is ours. We could feast on it forever." I told him, "You're right, Ernest, but remember, I'm a vampire and, you know, the sun also rises." And the rest is history. You are right, my friend. July the 26th, 1925's 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. was the best of times. Thanks for making me remember such fond memories. Maybe some night soon we can share some little pieces of fruit-free sangria and create some new fond memories of time travel back to once in a while.
Whoa, you already booked tickets to those soon-to-be fond memories with Liam and saved the date in your phone. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts.
You're charming and smart. A dangerous combination.
Something happened to me! Me!
All right.
Yep.
That weekend you were at the movies when you received a summons from Miranda. Oh, thank goodness you could come. Technically, Miranda's guards forced you to meet with her, but you'd rather not split hairs. I am contemplating a decision of extreme gravity to date Bride Ops or not to date. As you are famed throughout the school as Wanton Lothario. Who is Lothario? I thought I had it best to ask your advice. But please be sure to frame it in terms I will understand. Something simple, straightforward. In short, I need you to tell me which item of silverware Bright Ops most closely resembles. I guess before you, went towards the secret ending, your most compatible match was,
Probably.
Miranda.
Probably,
Bread.
but it's up to you.
I could give you a boost towards her in case you just fumble with the
Possible.
Slayer.
You know, why not?
I think I heard it's like the stack gives you like 4 hearts or something. It's like a huge boost.
Maybe.
Oh, gilded shrimp tongs, only the most elegant of silvered wares. And gilded, gold on top of silver, how decadent. Of course, the diamonds must represent his strength and endurance, while the baby teeth represent his inner tenderness and willingness to steal teeth from babies. I could not imagine a more appropriate piece of silverware to be my date. But I'm told I'm not allowed to take actual silverware to the prom as my date, so your friend will have to suffice. Thank you ever so much. Miranda's goons drag you away, but not before Miranda awards you 3 money for your marvelous advice.
Congratulations on being paid.
Yes.
Everyone chooses an animal. Say your choice out loud, yada yada yada.
Okay, let me think. A sheep?
Seagull. The feathered rat that they are.
I love seagulls.
Player order is decided based on how strongly you would avoid eating the selected animal.
Oh, I don't want to eat either of those.
I feel like I actually do like lamb, so
You monster.
yeah.
But, yeah, I guess I would probably eat lamb.
I mean, seagulls. I'm pretty
Sure.
sure seagulls are probably like the bird equivalent of oysters, and that's they're a bit of a delicacy, but they'll probably make you very sick.
Maybe. I think I was realizing all of my lady voices are just me pitching up to different pitches. Like, this is all I can do.
That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. The Slayer subtly gets your attention by chucking a battle axe at your head.
The adventure must
Sup,
begin!
NPC, enjoying your daily loop?
You can't believe the Slayer is accusing you of being a non-playable character. But to be fair, you do spend most of your days walking back and forth between predictable locations and reciting the same 4 lines of dialogue.
Listen, I've decided to make you a permanent member of my team. You're welcome. Now come on, loser, we're going sleighing.
Suddenly, an adorable and emotionally intelligent fairy flies out of the Slayer's pocket. It's Norath the therapist.
The real dungeon is within yourself.
Ravi, why do you feel the need to belittle your friend? Are you afraid they might not want to join your team? Enough with your psychobabble. He is not my friend, he is my teammate. I am a tank, so I need a support character to get the perfect team bounce.
Huh?
I find it fascinating how you're building these walls around your emotion. By tank, do you mean self-esteem? And by perfect team bounce, do you mean healing my deep-seated rage issues? I don't have rage issues. I'm not gonna raw. It is late.
Yeah, it does feel... This seems very much like a flipping the table moment.
You infuriating cotton ball, I have monster issues. Specifically, my issue is that there are too many monsters still alive. Help me understand your perspective on this. What is the point of slaying all of the monsters? Slaying monsters will make the world better. And? Safer. And? Justice.
Huh?
Oh, okay. We just had a breakthrough. Justice implies that these monsters deserve to be slain. What did they do to deserve that, Aravi? Hey, listen. You hold the key to your heart's future. It's just Salil. Wait a second. I'm thinking. I'm self-reflection. I'm here to slay. Get away from my feelings, you Freudian fairy. Listen, teammate, for our next adventure, we're going to steal some golem eggs from the poison-spewing bridge demon and then place them in the fires of hell. They'll hatch into immortal dragons, and then we'll slay the immortal dragons. Abby would love it if we could find a healthier outlet for these emotions. Let's explore some non-violent activities. How about we do a trust fall exercise?
All monsters must die.
Or we could find Baphomet's harpsichord, learn the ancient melodies of vengeance, and crash the moon into all of the monsters. Alternatively, we could spend the afternoon meditating, journaling, and having honest, frank conversations about your mother's parenting style.
These two are never going to agree on an adventure, and you desperately need to boost up your stats if you're going to be ready for the Water Temple. Luckily, you know an adventure that will be equal parts epic and personally enriching. Let's see. Let's journey to the depths of... How do you pronounce...
It's love yourself.
Love
It's
yourself.
Love yourself.
The perilous dungeon of meaningful self-discovery. Or we shall battle Relax, Knights of the Order of Yoga.
I cannot help you with either of these.
You know what? This Knights of the Order of Yoga sounds fun.
Free XP for everyone.
Battling relaxes is the call of my destiny. I shall end his reign of terror in gentle stretching exercises.
You summon Relax by pouring slug blood on a yoga mat, and also just texting, "Bear you up, come over" to relax.
Hail and well met, Relaxus. I am Arapi, meaning I am the Slayer. Prepare for the bitter kiss of death by my blade. Ooh, Relaxus as in relax, get it? That's why he's so chill.
Relaxus concedes immediately.
Wait, no, you can't just concede. You're supposed to be a mini-boss. I'm supposed to get a new weapon when I beat you.
Relaxus hands over his lavender-scented bath bombs and proceeds to chill so goddamn hard that he literally evaporates into the ether.
Nice, these bath bombs are just so I need to finish off the boss of the Water Temple. Prepare to die, Fish King.
The Slayer kills the Fish King and also an unhealthy amount of innocent fish with the lavender bath bombs.
Now that's what I call self-care.
You've made great progress.
I'm so proud of your emotional progress, Robbie.
The Slayer keeps all the fish meat and self-esteem from the victory, but you get the sweet, warm satisfaction of helping a beloved and homicidal friend. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity.
All right.
Man, my creativity is still pretty bad. I could just buy more creativity. I got money.
You can.
Give me your money.
Shouldn't be you out there trying to romance a classmate or something. Anyways, welcome. Okay, so creativity.
The motivational poster.
Yeah.
Oh
Happy little accident.
Oh yeah, just so you
Later,
know, I'm not
Gator.
sure if you know this one. You know the present that's in the store.
That can radically alter your stats.
Yeah, radically alter it. It also has secret endings connected to it.
Oh.
Yeah. Everyone chooses a video game. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
A Smash.
Yeah, fair enough. A game that probably isn't that well known, but I did play a lot in my childhood. Battle Realms.
Yeah, I have not heard of Battle Realms. It's a good thing we both didn't, choose a game each that neither knows.
Player order is decided based on how educative it would be to make the video mandatory in all sex ed classes.
Yeah, I mean, Smash will teach you how to smash.
Yeah, I can agree to that logic. Battle Realms isn't really so much a sex thing, apart from the whole this is how
All
peasants
right.
happen. It is a case of just all it takes is time and buildings and peasants will come.
The table you chose is quite crowded. Liam sits across from Miranda, who is flanked by 2 well-dressed servants. One of the servants cuts a slice of Salisbury steak and feeds it to the other.
Seriously, Miranda, you have servants to chew your food for you?
Disgusting!
What? Of course not. That would be barbaric. The servant happily swallows the Salisbury steak. I have servants to eat for me. They're called eating serfs. Don't you have any?
First of all, no, I don't eat food. Second of all, that totally defeats the purpose of eating. Aren't you worried about starving?
Why would it be? My serfs get all the calories I need to stay fit and healthy.
Enough.
I have no objective reason to care about this, but suddenly it's all I care about. Someone convince Miranda to stop this madness.
No, it can't be. Gordo, say it isn't true. But Gordo can't say anything because his mouth is full of delicious Salisbury steak. Salisbury steak, which he is obviously eating entirely for his own benefit. Traitorous dog! Do you want me to starve to death? Is that your plan?
I think maybe he was just taking advantage of the fact that you don't understand how food works.
Taking advantage of me? Scoundrel Burpee, eat Gordo for me at once. The two serfs look at each other and then stuff as much food as they can to their mouths before fleeing the cafeteria. Alas, how will I ever get my recommended daily allowance of nutrients now?
You could try eating?
Myself, but how? You and Liam have a ton of fun laughing at Miranda as she learns how to eat food for apparently the first time in her life.
Sure.
Alright, since I don't have money, and alas, I've got my secret path, let's see what these two are. Good lord, all you want is to eat in peace, and yet...
We're here to save the world!
Yeah, we know.
From you, Dimitri.
Such a disgrace.
You wound me, truly you do, after all I've done for you.
More like done to us. What about that time you betrayed us in the middle of a climactic battle, then unbetrayed us, then betrayed us 3 more times? Or that other time, the next morning, the empty bed.
Why can't they talk as separate entities so you know which one is porking Dimitri?
It's all 3.
And so be it. Let's end this, once and for all. And not like the last time I said that, or the time before. This time I mean it. For real.
Enough of this.
Yeah, no same. For real this time, once and for all.
This is like the 7th final battle these dorks have had this week. You've had it with their bullshit. You take a fistful of ketchup packets and spew them all over Dimitri. Maybe some will get on his cape and he'll run away to get it dry cleaned. What's this? Blood? Oh, how you wound me, my loves. I feel no pain but that in my heart. I will slink off to some cave to lay in agony between life and death, waiting to be tended to. You smart Dimitri squeeze some of the ketchup onto a hot dog and taking a bite on his way out the cafeteria. What is that dude's deal?
Truly thank you for selflessly helping us on our adventure, Bright Ops.
Nah, it was selfish. He really just wanted to eat in peace, but whatever.
We must save the day.
In return, allow us to help you on one of your adventures.
Meh, why not? They can go ahead and help you with solving the ancient enigma of your algebra homework, or going to retrieve the legendary bag of lasagna-flavored chips from the supermarket down the street while you risk your life protecting this cafeteria table.
I think the first one is smarts, isn't it?
Probably. I feel like chips.
We have heard tell of these lasagna-flavored chips. Mostly through pleasant songs coming to us from our phones in 10-second increments. Very well, as long as you promise to guard this cafeteria table with your life.
Always the same with you.
Wait, why do we need you to guard this? Never mind, whatever. You helped us, we'll help you. That's what decent people do.
That's what decent people do. Okay, Kevin, sure, whatever. I'll bet they always try to be their best selves. Why are they even at this school?
Alright, here are your chips. Don't ask why it takes so long. It doesn't matter who was or wasn't making out with near-death Dimitri in a secret cave somewhere as his wet shirt clung dramatically to his chiseled abs, and his breathing was ragged as he danced on the edge of life and death, and a tough choice had to be made as to whether to spare his life.
Try not to get killed soon.
Here's your change. Goodbye.
Your change. You didn't give them any money. Well, in their hurry to avoid further questions, not that you were going to ask, you really don't care, they gave you plus for money. Sweet deal. Challenge. Player order is based on how shitty it would be for your country if you were the president.
Oh boy, if I was President of the United States.
See, here's the thing. The sad thing is, considering the current state of Australia and US politics, I'm pretty sure if either of us was actually in charge of the country, I'm not saying that we would necessarily be what was best for it, but we would probably be an improvement. Or at least you would be.
Boy, I take that as a compliment that I am slightly better than Donald Trump. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure a cat would be better than Donald Trump.
A cat would. I want a cat as president. Okay, I guess I'll let you take first for this.
Yeah.
I know nothing about Australian politics.
Sure.
Except that voting is mandatory.
If you're registered.
Oh.
Yup. You know what? I feel like going for a rave. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Once again, you find the Slayer attempting to punch her fairy companion/therapist/greatest enemy. Nora is amazingly good at not getting punched, and is using the opportunity to provide some insight into the Slayer's subconscious.
Hey, try to listen to your inner self.
Remember our acronyms. YWAL, you're worthy of love. SWFE, Slay won't fix everything. YMCA, Young Men's Christian Association. I told you already, I'm the chosen one. I'm here to kill all the monsters. I don't need love. I don't need revenge. Now stay still and get ready for a punch.
Just, I need revenge, not whatever.
Alright, Sarapi, but be careful. Sometimes repressed feelings can manifest when you least expect it, like right now.
Nora winks at you, and then winks at Avari, and then pulls out a small pocket mirror and winks at herself. Suddenly, a foe appears. Get ready, it's a boss battle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, what could this possibly be? What therapist could have possibly set this trap? Found this unplanned situation.
It's a vicious, bloodthirsty owlbear. It has a purple wig, green contacts, and someone has painted the words Avari's repressed emotions on its fluffy, surprisingly cute belly.
Doth my eyes deceive me? It looks like an evil version of yourself. One might say a manifestation of your repressed emotions.
You are unworthy.
I think that's definitely just a deadly, rabid, very dangerous owlbear. Although I'll agree that has on a very sexy outfit.
The owlbear roars, bares its long teeth, and charges at the Slayer. Wow, life in this high school sure is dangerous.
Holy crap, this thing is way out of my league. Owlbears are as wise as owls and vicious as owls. And they love the forest just like owls. See? It wants you to open your heart and deal with your feelings. No, it just wants to open my heart literally with its literal claws. Do you have any idea how wild animals work? I still think it's a very powerful metaphor. I'm going to effing die because my therapist doesn't understand what a metaphor is.
Hmm.
Lashing out at me is just a manifestation of your own inner turmoil.
The owlbear is clearly disoriented and kills 3 innocent bystanders. Its lust for blood is not yet satisfied. Help your friend vanquish the ultimate enemy, wild raging owlbear, and also emotions. Let's see.
That second one sounds like boldness all the way.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
But your boldness is kind of high, so
It'll
it's hard
work,
to
but
tell.
suplex the owlbear. Suplexes are like the hugs of wrestling. It's violent and emotional all at once. Not really sure what that... You know what? Boldness!
Whoa, you're adventure pal material.
Wow, this axe is badass, just like me. Yes, you are. Channel your self-esteem. And I look awesome wielding it. I just wish that Salo was here to see this.
Hey, listen.
Let it all out, Arabi. Your feelings are your most powerful weapon in the battle of self-discovery. I shall wage this battle in the name of my kidnapped brother, Salil. I begrudgingly acknowledge that slaying might be a coping mechanism that I used to feel powerful and control my life. I see now that it's unfair to blame all monsters for my brother's mysterious disappearance. Hear my war cry, fiend. I love my brother and I miss him.
The owlbear is brought to tears by the Slayer's warcry. Instead of mauling every single living being in a 3-mile radius, the owlbear decides to pledge its loyalty to the Slayer.
This is exactly what we needed.
Arabi, you did such a good job expressing yourself. I never could have done it without you, Nora. I need your help to channel my emotions. To make me into an even more powerful weapon of death. You know what? I'll take it. Therapy's successful.
From that day on, the Slayer stopped slaying monsters in the name of revenge. Now she just slays them for fun. You and your classmates are still in grave danger as her power grows stronger each day, but at least the Slayer is more emotionally mature and well-rounded. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
All right.
Okay, what the hell am I gonna do? I think my stats are okay. Unless I need to be bold and then I'm kinda effed. Well, I'll be more creative.
Creativity!
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. I guess my nickname, let's see. You tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat, you gain 2 creativity. Let's see. So I guess other nicknames for me can be, aside from Wuvvums, we can do Bruce Rainbows, Butch Flowers, Ooh Woo, or Loosey Goosey.
One of them seems to work for you, honestly.
Okay. And I'll keep going with Wuvvums.
Yes.
Lately, you've been being cute with Liam, but in an ironic sense. And he seems to tolerate you, which is like third base for Liam. So tonight you're having a picnic at the graveyard. It's like a date, except it totally isn't a date because dates are super cliche. But it's totally a date. It's time, you're gonna kiss him. You've practiced a lot with your pillow, which might or might not be a body pillow, customized to the real-sized, full body picture of Liam. Maybe. Here you go.
You know what, Wuvvums? I have been thinking about the concept of kissing. And not because being with you makes me think about kissing. But don't you think kissing is such an outdated and vulgar concept? Your best way of showing your feelings is by putting your mouth over another person's mouth?
But you wanted to put your mouth over his mouth. Come on, Wuvvums, prom is just around the corner. Quickly think of a never-before-seen way of showing your feelings to Liam. Okay, that one's probably singing. That second one is... Oh yeah, that first one is singing. It's creative.
Probably. I feel like the second one's probably bold.
Oh yeah, I'm not bold at all.
Maybe?
Saying my feelings. You burst into a very charming song. It's so charming that the people surrounding you all join in, and they all appear to be professional singers. From the ravens in the dead trees to the people visiting the graves of their loved ones.
Just wow. I thought showing your feelings was cheesy, but this... This is so cheesy that it's kinda cool?
The caretaker of the graveyard comes to kick you out for making a ruckus. And then you start a second song and the keeper can't help but join in too.
What's this? You can control minds just by singing? I must admit, that's quite impressive.
To test your ability, Liam makes you sing many more songs. You suspect he has ulterior reasons, like maybe enjoying them. This realization gives you 2 fun and 1 charm.
Prom time!
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Who knows if this is gonna work.
All right.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you.
Prom?
Prom, that's so kitsch. Oh wait, that's you.
That's so kitsch and cliche. That it's actually hip. Yeah, let's go to prom together. What a retro thing to do, right? I can wear a tuxedo and all. It's gonna be wonderful.
How ironic.
But in an ironic way.
I might end up liking you. Unironically.
Ta-da! You and Liam spent the night discussing obscure 70s TV shows and Hungarian literature. You both laughed a lot, and for once Liam seemed to genuinely enjoy himself without the need for posing or judging other people. You notice his hand gently touched yours, so you know Liam well enough to know it's not accidental. Maybe falling in love isn't for posers after all.
Sure.
You ask nobody to prom, because adventure awaits you.
Whoa, you're adventure.
Hey, Bright Ops, there you are. Are you ready for more adventures?
I think that you are your biggest foe.
Noah, Rafi, come on, you can do it as we rehearsed it. Okay.
Yeah, you.
Oh, a critical
Thanks,
hit.
I wanted to tell you it's been dope adventuring together. I wanted you to know that I appreciate it.
Hey, now I'm listening.
Great, you're making so much progress. Can you feel it? Yes. This hasn't been as bad as I expected. And I've reflected a bit on everything that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you feel like sharing? I fight monsters because even if some of them, like Bright Ops, are actually cool, most are despicable creatures. But it might be that part of my anger comes from elsewhere. My
Pathetic.
father was a monster. He was never home and he ended up abandoning us. I know it was that cursed disease that took my mother, yet I feel in a way she also died of a broken heart, since she was never the same after he left. I don't know, to love is to open yourself to be hurt. Then my brother Salo disappeared. I'm sure some monsters kidnapped him because the blood of the monster slayers run through our veins. And I guess even that's easier to entertain than the idea he left on his own to look for a father, because he's younger and never got to see that kind of man he was.
You've made great progress.
Well, Rafi, that was an impressive breakthrough. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot lately. The truth is, being this angry all the time can be exhausting. It is. There's a merit in learning to relax, too.
Let's adventure together.
You could just engage in the quest of having a good time at prom. And Bright Ops has been so eager to be your sidekick all this time that something tells me he could be interested in joining you once again this time. Right?
Right.
Well, that doesn't sound bad.
Know yourself. Embrace yourself.
You and Avari have a wonderful night together. She seems happy to stop the slaying for one night and just relax. Her outfit is halfway between a dress and some chainmail, but it looks like a fine compromise, and it's astonishingly beautiful. She seems nervous and admits that being among monsters still unsettles her a bit, especially being unarmed. Well, unarmed if you don't count the dagger she carries in her garter. You tell her there's nothing to worry about since monsters aren't necessarily dangerous. You ask her if she also feels unsettled that way being around you. She thinks for a second. No, you make me feel safe. I think you make the anger go away. It feels good. In the beautiful shared silence, you two slow dance.
A secret ending.
Let's see, Bright Ops, best at being alone. Liam, most likely to work in something no one understands. Alright. Those 2 weeks remain the most significant state of our lives, yada yada. Kept on living. And you know what?
I know we all get like different ones if you go through them too.
Let's see, first one. To this day, it seems Miranda still isn't sure about what exactly porn is. The Slayer kept on harassing Liam and Damien. On one hot summer night, they ended up having the weirdest threesome ever. It was a life-changing experience for all of them, but they don't talk much about it. Scott became an athlete. Not so long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. That's my three. What was yours?
I kind of like glazed through them.
Yeah.
I did get this nice Polaroid though that like depicts. You ever see that artwork of like Saturn devouring his sun?
Yes.
It's the classic painting. Basically, they're doing a version of him, but he's eating a sub.
Ah.
You Saturn me on.
Right.
I'll probably give you a picture of this if you're curious.
I think I've got something like that. Hold on.
Oh yeah, some of these we share. So I got some images from your part of the playthrough, and I got some from my part of the playthrough.
Nice.
This can also make it so like you've seen something but you don't actually unlock it because instead you unlocked like the other player's thingy.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm not
But
really
that's
seeing.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing the artwork that you took. Oh wait, there it is. I found what you're talking about. I've got that one. It is good.
Anyways, this is definitely fun.
Indeed. But now that our playthrough has come to an end, my name is Bright Ops,
And I'm Wuvvums.
and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.
Bye bye.